this particular video, we are going to discuss about decentralized exchanges versus the centralized exchanges. What are the common differences and why it is called the decentralized and why it is called the centralized exchanges. Let's go into the video and let's see what is the difference between these two. There are many examples which are available for the centralized exchanges, which you know. One is Binance, Coinbase, FTX, OKX, KuCoin. There are many. In that way, there are many centralized exchanges. The one of the most famous is Binance. There are decentralized exchanges which are coming up and which is not known to many people. There are some, they have a lot of activities are happening. There are less activities are happening. So there are the main examples of the decentralized exchanges, which is mostly in the Ethereum blockchain, that is like Uniswap, DODO, Pancake, Swapcurve, Uniswap and stuffs like that. Polygon is one of the emerging blockchain technology, or the one of the emerging protocol which is actually into something like we could say like it's a clone of Ethereum anyway. So in our Eduladder token, which is in the Cardano ecosystem, there are also some decentralized exchanges are available. One is MinSwap, WingRider, SundaySwap and MostlySwap. All these exchanges, we have provided liquidity and listed our token. You could trade in these exchanges. So let's discuss what are the main differences and why it is called the centralized and decentralized exchanges. So let's discuss about the main differences between these two. So one of the main difference is that the customer support. In the centralized exchanges, there is customer support. You could raise a ticket and people will answer the problems which you are facing. And if you are sending the tokens to an unauthorized account and there is some issues has been happened, you could actually ask to the customer care support and they could probably help you. Whereas in the case of the decentralized exchanges, there is not a customer care support. There is mostly a community support, which is mostly in a Discord server or something like that. You could talk to the already existing community members and see what is the best thing you could do with the exchange and in the case of a catastrophic failure. Before talking about the security, let's talk about the main difference, the custodial wallets. Like in the centralized exchanges, what happens, the tokens or the currency which you are sending is actually stored in a custodial wallet inside the centralized exchanges, which means that the spirit of the Web3 technologies are this, like we need to remove a centralized entity which controls the wealth. But in the case of the centralized exchanges, what happens? You send a token to the custodial wallet of the centralized exchanges. Like why we would love to say the Ethereum merge was a failure, because only billionaires can actually do the proof of stake protocol, which is inside the Ethereum blockchain. What is going over there is like Ethereum is trying to trick the entire world in the form of actually proof of work is happening, but nobody is they are just making sure that nobody is capable to do proof of work stuff in the Ethereum blockchain. So anyway, the custodial wallets is the important difference in the centralized with the decentralized exchanges. In the centralized exchanges, the wallets will be stored inside the exchange. I mean, when you send the cryptocurrency to the centralized exchanges, the crypto will go to the custodial wallet of this particular exchange, which is not yet on your wallet. I mean, once you send the crypto, it's left your wallet. But in the case of decentralized exchanges, the currency will stay inside your wallet itself. You are not sending to the any kind of custodial wallets of this particular exchange. See, this is the very important difference between the centralized and decentralized exchanges. And let's talk about the security, which is the second point over here. In the case of the decentralized exchanges, the security is being made sure by providing open source software. Like all the softwares in the decentralized exchanges are open source, so which means that thousands of developers are actually able to see what is the code base, and they are able to look into any kind of security vulnerability in that particular code base. So the security is made sure in the case of the decentralized exchanges. In centralized exchanges, most of the trading is happening in a order book manner. You put a sell order and somebody put a buy order, and if the orders matches, the trade will happen. In the case of the decentralized exchanges, the order book was not a big idea so far, but even though now it's happening, like in Musli shop, you could see that the order book is actually existing. You could make the orders for the buy and sell in the order book. In the AMM, automated market makers, this is one of the thing which you could see in the decentralized exchanges. Like AMM is like you put somebody put a liquidity for a token pair. Like for example, right now we have in our AMM, like Eduladder with Cardano, the token pairs is been given. Once you are making an order, once you are trying to purchase the Eduladder from that particular pool, the amount of the price of the Eduladder token will go up. It is because the liquidity pair, like let's see, it's 50-50, like 50 Eduladder token and 50 ADA was there, and somebody purchased a 10 Eduladder token from the total pool, which means that there is the equilibrium between the ADA and the Eduladder is been disturbed. So what makes here the 40% of the Eduladder token which is present in the particular pool will be get the price of the token will be get increased, and the moment you sell it, the price of the token will be decreased, because the more equilibrium it will come into the more equilibrium state, and the price will be managed. So this is how the AMM is actually working, and there is more sophisticated algorithms are working in the behind the scene. So that is actually not in at the not at the scope of this particular video. We may do another video to explain that in more sophisticated manner. Anyway, the liquidity of the decentralized exchanges are mostly lesser, and the liquidity of the centralized exchanges are mostly higher. So even though you are purchasing some token, there is no guarantee that you could be able to encash this token until at last there is more liquidity is available, or the more token trading has been happening. So these are the most biggest differences between the centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Thank you for watching.